Hello, welcome to this video on an important part of speech, the adverb. So what is an adverb? An adverb modifies a verb. It tells us how an action takes place. So if the verb is an action verb, the adverb tells us how the action takes place, when it takes place, where it takes place, why it takes place, or how often it takes place. For example, he plays. So plays is the verb. Now, how does he play? He plays well. Rita left. How did she leave? She left sulkily. So both of them tell us in what manner, how she left. So here left is the verb. Here plays is the verb. Now they arrived. They arrived. When did they arrive? They arrived late. So the adverb late answers the question when. Now don't sit there. Where? So here sit is the verb. So don't sit there. There is the adverb. It answers the question where. Now she went out. Why did she go out? She went out to buy something. So this phrase answers the question why. He rarely speaks to us. So he rarely, or he often, he never speaks to us. Such words answer the question how often. So it's the frequency adverb. So there are different types of adverbs. So when we say how an action is performed, that's an adverb of manner. They arrived late, so it's an adverb of time. Don't sit there, so it's a place, so it's an adverb of place. She went out, now here the reason is being given, so it's an adverb of reason. Rarely speaks to us, so this talks about the frequency. How often? So this is the adverb of frequency. So different types of adverbs are there. But adverbs also modify some other words, not just the verb. In these sentences, we have noticed the adverbs modify the verbs. Let's look at these sentences now. The adverbs also modify other words. In the first sentence, her parents are dead against her. So here the adverb dead. How much are they against her? This is an adverb of degree. How much? So we also have an adverb of degree. So they are dead against her. Now here against is a preposition. So dead modifies the preposition against. Ramesh has hardly any money. So here the adverb hardly modifies any. Over 200 deaths were reported after the disaster. So here over modifies the word to. These are adjectives. Nearly everybody seemed to be at the party. So nearly, almost, all such words. Everybody is a pronoun. It is a very unusual color. Unusual is an adjective and very is the adverb. Only 4 students are present. So the word only modifies the adjective for. They came extremely quickly. Here the word extremely modifies another adverb quickly. So an adverb can modify another adverb also. So usually in our speech, the adverbs modify not just the verbs, but also the adjectives or other adverbs. So what are the different types of adverbs? We have adverb of degree. If I say something is extremely good, how much is it good? Extremely good, very good. Adverb of time, when? Tomorrow, yesterday, late. Adverb of place, where? Here, there. Adverb of reason answers the question why. Adverb of manner, how something is performed. You write neatly. How do you write? You write neatly. Adverb of frequency, how often. Maybe you never listen to someone, you always listen to someone. So always, never, rarely, all these are adverbs of frequency. And we also have introductory or conjunctive adverbs. Which are these adverbs? These are words such as however, moreover, conversely, on the contrary. So these are those introductory adverbs. We also call them conjunctive adverbs because they look like conjunctions. That's the way they connect two clauses. So let's understand something about the placing of adverbs. So where do we place the introductory or the conjunctive adverbs? They either come at the beginning, that is before the subject or the normal structure of the sentence, or in between, that is soon after the subject. Sometimes they may appear even at the end of the sentence. Perhaps they will agree. So here we have it at the beginning, and just notice we also place a comma soon after the word. So if they appear at the beginning before the subject, so perhaps you place a comma, they will agree. Hopefully, place a comma after it. The shoes will fit. The dress, unfortunately. So when you place it after the subject, you separate it by commas. You place a comma here, you place a comma here. The dress, comma, unfortunately was ruined. Unfortunately, the dress was ruined. The dress, unfortunately, was ruined. So this is how we place the introductory or the conjunctive adverbs. Now let's understand the placing of the time adverbs. So the time adverbs can have front, mid, or end position. What do we mean by front, mid, or end position? So the adverbs can have the front position, the mid position, or end position. So if the adverb comes before the subject, it comes here, and then you have the subject. Then this is the front position. This is the front position. If it comes after the subject, you have the subject, and then you have the adverb, and then you have the verb, then this is the mid position of the adverb. If you have the subject, then the verb, and the adverb comes after the verb, maybe after an object or just soon after the verb, and that is the end position of the adverb. So we need to understand which kind of adverbs have what place in the sentence, the front position, the mid position, or the end position. Now let's look at this. She often gets headaches. We cannot say often she gets headaches. She gets headaches often. Grammatically correct is what? She often gets headaches. So we place the word often soon after the subject before the verb. Often comes here before the verb. Now in this sentence, the second one, this is an idea which has never been tried. We've got a helping verb. And we've got another helping verb. And then you have the main verb. So this adverb of frequency, the mid position adverb, should come after the first helping verb. If there's only one helping verb, it comes after that. That is between the helping verb and the main verb. In case there are two helping verbs like this, then it comes after the first helping verb. Now, many a time. So this is a phrase. This is not one word. Now let's understand the difference. If you have just one word as the frequency adverb, it has the mid position. If you have a phrase as the frequency adverb, it can have the front position or the end position. So many a time we have had rock band in our parties, front position. We have had rock band in our parties, many a time, end position. So remember, if the frequency adverb is a phrase, It's not just one word. It can have the front position or the end position. Tomorrow we'll have a meeting at 5 p.m. If you have two time adverbs together, 5 p.m. and tomorrow, how do you decide which one should come first? Whichever you can change. That means whichever you can bring to another position. So we cannot say at 5 p.m. we'll have a meeting tomorrow. Was the correct way of saying that? Tomorrow we'll have a meeting at 5 p.m. So we place tomorrow after 5 p.m. We'll have a meeting at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So the end position is after the verb. So it happened suddenly. Don't call him now. So this kind of adverbs have an end position, the time adverbs. Now, when you have different adverbs together, you've got the manner adverb also, the place adverb also, and the time adverb too. And what should be the order of these adverbs? Remember this MPT, manner, place, time. So he spoke. How did he speak? He spoke confidently. Where did he speak? In the meeting. When? Today. So he spoke confidently in the meeting today. We won't say he spoke today confidently in the meeting, or he spoke confidently today in the meeting. Now, manner, place, time. Just remember this sequence. Manner, place, time. Suppose just manner and time adverbs, first manner, then time. If only place and time adverbs, first place and then time adverb. Let's understand how we place the manner adverbs, how something is done. And this is something quite interesting. So if the manner adverb is one word, if the verb does not have an object, then the manner adverb comes soon after the verb. So he works well, eat quietly. If there is an object, then it comes after the object. You must drive your car. How? Carefully. Now, what do we mean by short over here? What is short? The object is short. You must drive what? Your car. How? Carefully. So the object is short over here. So it comes soon after the object. But in case the object is long, she wrote. So she is the subject. Wrote is the verb. She wrote what? Look at the object. The names of the students waiting for their turn. It's such a long object. When you have a long object, then where do we place the manner adverb? It comes between the subject and the verb. So it has the mid position then. So remember, otherwise it has the end position. But whenever you have a long object, then the manner adverb has the mid position. She neatly wrote the names of the students waiting for their turn. We cannot say she wrote the names of the students waiting for their turn neatly. No. What's the rule of thumb that we need to remember? If the object is short or if there is no object, then the manner adverb has end position, that is after the verb. In case the object is long, then the manner adverb has mid position. That's between the subject and the verb. Sometimes we have a preposition soon after the verb. So how do we place the manner adverb then? Let's look at it. Subject plus verb plus preposition. So he looked at. At is the preposition, and then you have the object of the preposition. So he looked at me. How did he look? Suspiciously. So we place it soon after the object. Why? Because the object is short. You have to just remember the object is short or long. So here the object is short, so we place this manner adverb soon after it. Remember, we are looking at the combination subject plus verb plus preposition. Now, in case the object is long, then where do we place it? It comes here. It has the mid position. He suspiciously looked at the people standing in the corridor. And it can also come soon after the verb. He looked suspiciously at the people standing in the corridor. So when you have this combination, subject plus verb plus preposition, and the object is long after the preposition, then you can have the manner adverb at two places. Either this, he suspiciously looked at the people standing in the corridor, or he looked suspiciously at the people standing in the corridor. So before the verb or soon after the verb. Or sometimes we have the infinitive after the verb, that is to do something, to go somewhere. And usually we make a mistake of putting the manner adverb between to and the verb form. That is, we have a split infinitive. Split infinitive. We split the infinitive to meet. He went out to enthusiastically meet his friend. Wrong. He went out enthusiastically to meet his friends. He enthusiastically went out to meet his friends. Anyway, both are correct. Now, he has decided to speak. So, to speak to everyone politely. So we place it, we won't say he has decided to politely speak to everyone now. So we place the word politely afterwards. So remember that there are different types of adverbs. What you must remember while structuring your sentences, where to place those adverbs. All the best.